Hey guys, it's Wendy here with Wendy's Plans, and today I am going to be setting up my um 2023 Hobonichi Weeks, which is going to become my everyday carry, and I will show you my what I'm going to use to carry it in. I had to chop some corners, so I have my crocodile out. So guys, stick around. Okay, guys, so the first thing, I've already used this so I can pull that out. Let me show you what I had to chop. The corners on the vellums that I printed to go in there. So I've done it. I used the 1/4 inch. The first one I did a 1/2 inch. And guys, the 1/2 inch makes this a much bigger corner. And I didn't like that. So I switched to the 1/4. So I'm putting that to the side. Now, the other thing I'm going to show you really quick is what I put in the back of my Hobonichi. Guys, can I tell you, let me bring this up so you can see the detail. My sweet Emma drew this. This is the first thing she ever drew in my planner for me. I said, draw whatever you want. She knows I'm a coffee drinker. She sat there and in, 10 minutes had this drawn for me. And I wish I could just take this out and keep it, but the memory's here. The next thing that I have in here that is marked is my bucket list. My bucket list changes every year. I add to it. As you can see here, not a lot of stuff has been checked off. There are still things that I have done that and some things I still haven't done, but I always keep my bucket list in a planner. Let me see if I can find it in my current setup. Give me a second. My everyday planner that I have right now is my Wonderland. If I can put my fingers on it. Yep. Okay. So here is, as you can see, I have added so much more. And so all of this is in there. There's more stuff. This is not just trips. This is things I want to do. Drive, solo trip to Disney, retire by 60. There's still get the podcast up and running. Buy my RV. There's still things in there that I still want to do, but I like to keep my bucket list. That will transfer over into my new one. In this one, as you can see, right, where is it? This might not have it in it. This one didn't have a 100. This was my first one, 2019. This was the first year that I ever used a weeks. Okay. And then in 2020, again, I did the bucket list. Here we go. More things are checked off. Still some of the same stuff. Let me see if I can find my. She always does me a picture. I'm trying to figure out. She might have done it in my Hobonichi cousin for this one. Some stuff in here is personal that I don't want to have to mark out. To show y'all. She did it in my cousin. She drew me a picture of my cousin, not in this one. So that is some of the stuff that I keep in this planner. I had another one 2021, and then I didn't use it again. I have really missed it this year, and so that's the reason I'm going back to it. So when I'm off camera, I will do my bucket list and stuff. I'm not going to, and then I will show you guys how it is. So my first set of um, kits are already in here. I'm going to go ahead and move into this in December. So this is the case that I bought. This is the one, I don't remember what it's called, but it's in support of Ukraine. And guys, I absolutely love this design. And this one, my planner will fit. I got my strings on there. You can put it in the back or you can put it in the front. It doesn't matter. But I think what I am going to do is put it in the front. And then any stickers that I'm using for the week will go into here. I've got a place here. I've got spots where I can use credit cards. I don't know if I'm going to set this one up to be a wallet or not. Right now, I'm thinking no. I've got a zipper compartment here. And then another slot back there. It also has the credit card slots. It has a slot on the back. So there's a lot of room in here. And I'm thinking, you know, like these I can tuck in there. The little samplers like this I can tuck in there. I'm using this color scheme. And why am I using that color scheme and not blue? I knew you were going to ask. Because I'm using this, I just thought was so pretty, and I thought these would go with it so well. So I decided to go with the sunset, and that's what we're going to set it up with. So I'm going to set this over to the side right now. And I think the first thing that I am going to do is I have placed these vellums. Let's see if we can show you where they all are. So I've got the not Savannah, but the Charleston porch scene up in the front. And then this is the Black Sand Beach from Iceland. It's going to go here. And then because I'm not going to use the February calendar, I put this one here, which is right before the weeks start. Get back in there. And then where the note pages start, this is the geraniums that were trained to go down this wall. They were beautiful. And that was in Ireland. And so that one's going to at the start. And then my second Chicago is going at the back right here. It's kind of like at dusk. Right where my my favorites and my 100 and all of that is. So that is going there. So we're going to go ahead and get my tip-in tape. I got to roll out. What did I do with it? I thought I had it laying right here. And I don't see it. So we're going to get a new one because I bought a lot of tip-ins from Lauren Felt's Design, and they come with the tip-in tape. And I like this tape for doing tip-ins. It is the perfect tape. So I'm telling you, if you do a lot of tip-ins, I think you can get just the tape from her. I don't think you have to buy her tip-ins. I think you can get the tape. Don't hold me to it because I don't know. She has some pretty stuff. But mine is because I had bought some stuff to tip in. Now, this tape is split down the middle, and it is perforated in different areas. Okay, so there is, oh, where is it? Anyway, it's hard to see, but the way I like to use it is just cut what I need. I don't take it to the end. It just makes it harder to turn. So like right there is the perfect spot for me. And then I don't put this all in one little strip. Here's one of those strips right there. That's where it's perforated. So I like to break it up and do a strip down here. And I think I'm going to cut a little bit of this off actually. And then a strip right there. Now, I'm not a professional at this by any means. I'm just going to tell you that. I do it the way Wendy wants to do it. That doesn't mean that's the right way. But I put that strip on first and pulled the tape off. It is double-sided tape. But the reason I like hers is because of these strips that you can remove. So now I have my paper where I can line it up exactly where I want it. Then I can pull this down. And it goes in so much easier. I don't feel like I am, like that one had slid. So now I pushed it back up against the cover. I can pull this off. And it's such a smooth, easy way of putting the washi in there. Okay, or the vellum. So the other thing I like to do, you don't have to, you could stop right there. I like to take a little piece right there where it's perforated. This is, again, this is Wendy, being Wendy. I like to put a piece on the back. Because I feel like it just holds it in better. Okay, so now there is my vellum sheet. And guys, I think I'm going to like this in here. And then this one, we're going to go ahead and put this one on. And you don't have to use the perforations where she has them. Guys, this is yours. When you get it home, you can do whatever you want to do. And again, I like to go ahead and put this down. It just makes it a lot, for me, each person has their own way of doing things. For me, I just feel like I can line it up on the edge better. This one, I kind of got it off. There we go. And I know I could go ahead and put that one on there, but again, I find it easier for me if I put the front two on and then flip it over on the back and do the back one. You do you. Whatever makes it easier for you, that's what you need to do. But I'm telling you, this tip-in tape is, I'm going to date myself. It's the bomb. a little tickle. There we go. So now there's the two pieces at the front that I wanted in there. I think I am going to pull this up and take this back in just a little bit because I didn't get it in there as tight as I wanted to get it in there. There we go. You do have a little leeway about, Indy, what is your problem? There we go. I won't flipping this all the way down. There we go. So now, and this is really slick, so I definitely want to come back here and use this one. Now, when you get to the Tomoe River paper, you're not going to have as much leeway as you had with this. Okay, so there you go. Guys, this was really easy to do. I'm going to tell you right now, pick a photo. I used Canva. You can just print it out, set your margins and everything, and print the size that you want. But I literally picked my photo. See, these are the ones that I used the big, and I didn't like it as well. But it's okay because I'm just going to use this one right here. This is the night skyline at Chicago. So we're going to use this one. I don't even measure these, guys. I just cut them. That's what I've always done. But getting back to this, take your photo and pick the photo that you want. You can order Vellum from Amazon. I thought that the only way I could do Vellum was if I had a laser jet, not an inkjet, but I used an inkjet, and I got the Vellum that is for, I don't know if it's strictly for inkjet or if it's inkjet and laserjet, but you can get the different Vellum. I got mine from Amazon. And I printed it. Now, this is the trick. When you print it and you hit that button, be standing by your printer. So when that sheet comes out, that you're there to catch it. Because when it comes out, it's wet. If you use an inkjet, it's wet. And you are, if it will curl. And you need to be standing there so you can guide it out and it does not roll in on itself, because if it does, it's going to smudge the whole print. It does not take a couple minutes to dry, not even that long. I mean, it does not really, seriously, does not take very long at all to dry. By pretty much by the time I print my second sheet that I'm printing, here we go, and we're gonna, here we go. But by the time I get to back to my computer, print out my second sheet and get back to the printer, the other vellums is pretty much dried. So they do dry pretty quickly, but you want to be standing there when it comes out to catch it so it doesn't roll up on itself. Because like it's rolling right now, it'll just roll just like that, and it smears all the ink all over it, and it's not a clear picture. Trust me on that. I've learned the hard way. But you can just pick any picture, anything that you have, whether, it's your vacation photos, whether it's your kids. It can be anything, guys. It's your planner. Do what you want to do. I love to travel, and I always come back, and when I'm going through my photos, I always come across, I think I'm going to go a little bit bigger in the back. I always come across, there's a handful of photos that I absolutely love when I come back from vacation. And number one, I always print one off for my office because, guys, I spend a lot of time at my office at work, and I want to remember why I'm there. Part of the reason that I'm there is so I can travel, pay my bills, save up some money. I'm getting all tangled up here. And travel. And so to remind me of that, I put a picture from my travels up. Come on, don't tear on me, don't tear on me, don't tear on me. There we go. And that's what I do. I'm trying to remember if I took one from New Orleans. I don't think I ever took one in from New Orleans, which was the last vacation I went on with my friend Jan before everybody was sick. I don't think I took one in from that. I'm going to have to look when I go back in. And that's when I like to do it this way. I'm going to pull it closer so I can see that edge. There we go. So whatever makes you happy, and that you've got a picture of, you can print it on vellum, and you can have anything you want in your planner. And that's what I do. And then I just kind of keep trimming it. I always err on the side of bigger and cutting it down. Then I can't make it bigger after I've already printed it. That's my philosophy. So guys, what I normally do is I cut it a little bit bigger, and then I just keep trimming and trimming until I get it to the size that I really truly want. And I will tell you something else. These were all taken with my cell phone. I have a decent DSLR, and it's really nice. It is not the mirrorless, so it is very heavy. And the first trip to Ireland, I took that heavy camera with me everywhere we went. And their voltage is different from ours. So I had a converter, and at a couple places the converter would not work, and I couldn't charge the batteries, and I was just getting more and more frustrated. and it was so heavy. And guys, there was a whole lot of reasons why, but I just stopped using it and started using my cell phone camera. And I have a little Sony camera that I have taken with me everywhere. I very seldom even use that anymore. Because my camera, and I'm sure yours on your phones, if you've got a updated smartphone, your camera probably is just as good as the camera on mine. And honestly, I'm always going to have my phone with me. So all of these photos were taken with my cell phone. And they turned out that well on the Vellum. So you don't need, a lot of expensive equipment when you're traveling. If you're a photographer by trade, and Lord knows I would love to be a professional photographer and travel the world and take landscape photos, that would be my dream job, guys. But I'm not. So for me, it's my cell phone. And I have actually blown these pictures up to like it's like a 24. I don't remember, 18 by 24 or something. And they are fine. Okay, so I'm just keeping these out of the way until I get my thing set up. So right now we've got the Vellum in here, which I am thinking I am going to love because it's part of my travels. So there, we got that. So now we're going to set up some pages with my stickers. Okay, so we're going to use these. There we go. So January. February. This is the English version. And so in the English version, and that's the reason I waited for these to come out from Amanda, is that they added this number, so it gave you a little bit more to have to cover up. But the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, all of that is already on there. So I was like, well, I can put this over the top, and still have my letters, and I'm cool with that. This has never been a palette that I was like drawn to. And it's not that I wasn't drawn to it, it's just I don't use these colors that much. But when I picked this cover out, this design for my Hobonichi, I knew immediately that I would use these colors. And I'm so glad I did, because I'm really liking these colors in this setup. And I have fat fingers, so it's hard to do this, but I was having difficulties with the tweezers too. Now, I don't know what I'm going to put here, and it may be that I print out a picture on sticky paper to go there. I don't know yet. Well, you know what? We're going to cover up the Monday, Tuesday, because I know when that is. And I'm good with that. Now, you can get them with the Monday, the MTWTF, the whole alphabet there for the days. You can still get those. It's up to you. Okay, let's go back to our tweezers. Check out Amanda's functionals on her Mandy Lynn Plans Etsy shop. I think what I'm doing is I'm just getting lax here. There we go. So if you check out her functional, she has it set up where you can just look at her planner setup stickers or functional stickers and just look at those, or you can look at everything else. So if you're setting up your new planners, just give her side a glance. And if you decide to order from her, you can use Wendy 10 and it will save you 10%. I absolutely loved this cover. The moment I saw it, I loved it. Now, I will say too, the cover that Emma has is pretty. And I like hers also. But hers is just the cover. She has an A6. Sometimes, I don't know, maybe it's just me, but sometimes I struggle to find a cover on the Hobonichi website that I like. Sometimes I look and there's several that I like. And then some years I kind of struggle. I will tell you when they were doing this style, I loved it. I bought every single one of those. But I saw this one this year and I was like, that's going to be mine. And I love the red flowers. I'm not sure, but I think they're poppies. I'm not sure, but they're pretty, whatever they are. Okay. Now, what I think I will do with, I don't ever use this, but I do like to have the stickers down. I don't know what I'm going to put there. We'll figure it out. This year, I really want to use these pages. I'm going to turn it this way. But I'm not sure yet. I'm not sure yet what I am going to. Come on, Wendy. I'm not sure yet what I'm going to do with it. Now, this is the English version, and I didn't think about it when I ordered these, but I ordered them, and I'm going to use them. So, there we go. It's up a little bit because I didn't get it all the way down. Not a miscut. It's a Miss Wendy. I had thought at one point that I would track my steps in here. I don't know if that's what I want to track. Then I thought I could track birthdays in here. But I think if I'm going to track birthdays, I will probably track that in my cousin. So I have not decided yet what I'm going to track. But this year I know I want to. Another thought I had was tracking my social media numbers. And what I was thinking is doing like one color for YouTube, one color for Instagram. That's really all that I really look at, to be honest. And so I was thinking I don't necessarily need the, it probably would have looked better if I had to put these down and then put the months over the edges. But that's okay. I like it either way. Like on Sundays, I could track my YouTube numbers, and I like to track them a couple of times during the week. So do like Sunday and Wednesday be the days that I track my YouTube, and then Tuesday and Saturday, or Tuesday and Friday be the days that I track my Instagram and put those numbers here. I don't know that I want to do that. I bought an Aura Estelle and an Annie Plans planner and cover rather. And I like it. Not in love with it. But I was going to use it for my social media, my YouTube channel, you know, scheduling everything out and all of that. And I may still do that. Okay. So there we go. I'm loving that. This is my December. I am going to put down my December calendar pages because I just can't wait. Because I was kind of thinking that I don't know, guys. All I knew was I wanted to be back in a week's and stay in my cousin. And I am going to use my Gifted Wonderland 222B6. Thank you, Chantel. I'm going to use that. I know I'm going to use that for, I think I want this pink up there. I'm going to use it for memory keeping, not journaling, but memory keeping, true memory keeping. And I'm kind of thinking I might just incorporate my YouTube and social media right into this planner. I haven't made a decision yet for sure, but that's kind of what my thought process was. Now, why is that hanging over? I know why, because this is size different. That's okay, because that doesn't go there. This goes right here. Guys, it's been a while since I used a kit. 4 weeks. Okay, here we go. There we go. Now, I'm going to tell y'all something that I love is that Amanda is her kids that are starting for January. They're going to have date dots for the months, and I am so excited about that. I can't hardly stand it. And guys, I have enough date dots that I could have been doing it, but I really hadn't thought about it. But when she showed her kids with them, I was like, gosh, I have missed that. So I'm excited about that. So I'm going to do this month. Okay, so I do know when some things are, and I am going to put that down. I think I am going to use the checkoff list here. instead of the dots. And you guys know I love the dots. But I think this is just going to be easier. I'm not absolutely sure, but I want to say that this kit is called Silent Night. Okay, so this is the way it's looking right now. I know I have some birthdays in December. I know I have some holidays. I'm going to put the holidays down. So the 31st is New Year's Eve. The 24th is Christmas Eve. The 25th is Christmas Day. I know on the 3rd, I will have a family dinner here, and I'm going to mark this as an event. I have a shower. I think it's either during the day on the 3rd, or it might be the 4th. I'm not sure. I need to look that up. I don't know when winter begins, so I'm not going to put that down. So the rest of these I am going to save, and I don't know what ink I'm going to use in here yet, but I will write that down. So guys, I've got all of that done. So pretty much my setup is done until my first week. I'm going to tell you this year, I am going to try my best to do the favorites. Not going to make a promise. My 100, I am going to go back to reading more physical books and not listening to as much Audible. So this is going to be my reading list for physical books. I am going to try to fill out these pages for my favorite things. And I haven't done these yet. I don't know what I'm going to use this for. I don't know. We'll figure that out together. So, guys, I hope you enjoyed. Let me just throw one of these in here for my month. And we'll put one in here for the first week. I'm so excited to be starting this. I just cannot express to you guys how excited I am to be back in a week's. So that is the way it's looking right now. I need to keep all of these in there. I think I'm going to put this in this pocket right here. And I don't need this one. And I really don't need these dots. So, because I've got that one in the back. So these I will keep so I can continue. Once my book has been closed for a while, those pages that I've added will kind of, go into it, which is fine. It's going to get chunky. I know it's going to get chunky, and I'm okay with that. So guys, what I would also like to do is put some stickers in here. I haven't decided yet what those stickers are going to be. I'm still kind of looking to try to figure out what I want. So there's still a little bit more setup that I will do, but for right now, it is set up the best that I can do. Hey guys, this is Wendy again with Wendy's Plans. I'm just sticking this on at the end of this video because in my setup video, I had told you what I was going to use my pages for, and I had not done those yet. So I'm going to show you really quickly that I have gone over and transferred a lot of that information over. So the first thing that I wanted to, I'm going to move this pouch out of the way. The first thing I wanted to show you is that I've already started my quotes. These two are two that I did transfer over. The remainder of the quotes will be new quotes that I come across this year. The one that touches my heart the most is, "It is a blessing as well as a burden to love so much that you can hurt so badly when love is gone." And that is from the book A Discovery of Witches. I love that. If you've lost someone that you've loved, this will touch your heart. And it really has helped me in my life. I'm just going to leave it at that. The other quote that I really love is, "With age comes wisdom, with travel comes understanding." And I think that is so true, because the more you get out and travel, the more you see other lifestyles, you see other, when you're going to other countries, you see not only their lifestyle, but their culture. And, you learn so much more. And I think that is where wisdom comes from also. So those two quotes I'd always carry forward in every planner that I've had. Now, the next thing, and I've left myself for just a couple pages for quotes. So we've got that. The next thing I do is I keep a track of my mom's meds, because when I take her to the doctor, that's the first thing they ask me for. So anything of my mom's, it goes here. I've got a code for one of her sites that I have to go on, is covered up. But if I need to add more stuff, I will have plenty of pages. That's the reason I left everything here, and then I went to the back. Now, at the back is Wendy's stuff. So I know to go back there to start and move forward. One of the things that I have is, this is websites that I need, but I don't access them a lot. I keep that information here. My retirement information that I received, I've got it here. It's a quick reference. I just put washi tape, put that information. The next place is my bucket list. These are things that have been on my bucket list. Some of them I have checked off. So like, I've been to Ireland, Iceland, Canada, did a hot air balloon ride, went to the Grand Canyon. I've done Yellowstone. I've been to Graceland. I actually did go behind a waterfall in Iceland. Phenomenal. When I was in Iceland, I added this to my bucket list because it was so awesome, and I didn't know I needed it or wanted it. But I hiked to the top of Hingafoss waterfall. Guys, the reason this was phenomenal to me was for two reasons. It was beautiful, number one, and it was a 3-hour hike up and down. Number two, it was because we had been in Iceland for 2 days. This was on the second day. The first one we were on our own. The second day we were on our tour. And that night I had kidney stones and had to go to the hospital in Iceland. So I did miss one thing of our tour, but I did meet up with the group and finished out that day. And then the very next day, we did this 3-hour hike, and I was so worried that I wouldn't be able to do it. So it was phenomenal to me for those two things. I've been to New Orleans. I went to in Boonesboro. I have done a solo vacation. There's still other things that I want to do. New Zealand and Australia, I will do those together. I want to see the redwood trees in California. I do want to go to Prince Edward Island. I want to see the Northern Lights. I want to go to Paris, London, Alaska, Japan. All of these places that that I want to do. And as the year goes on, I will probably find other things that I want. I see a lot of things on social media, and they make me want to do them. So that is everything that I've got listed in the back so far. The only other thing that I have done is I have put a few stickers in here, and I decided to keep a non-fountain pen ink pen in here because it's more portable, number one, and number two, if I break it, I'm okay with that. So I do have that. So oh, and the other thing is, guys, you know how I love these from Amanda. So I have these little samplers that that I like to use all the time. So I just picked up a couple of them off of my desk, and I put them all together and some dots. And let me tell you, this pocket right here, it is perfect. It fits perfect. It was like that pocket was made for it. So, and then I keep my weeks right there. Yes, I could use this, totally use this as a wallet and a planner cover. I don't know that I'm going to use that way. I'm thinking that I'm just going to use it as a cover and just throw it in my purse. But I just wanted to stop and show you before I posted this video that I did go back and put those things in my notes pages. And when I come up with other stuff that I need to put in there, I will definitely show you guys. So, guys, until next time, bye-bye.